Good morning. I am Mike Vecchio. I'm in beautiful Panafore Park in downtown St. Thomas, sitting with my friend Gordie Michie. If you haven't heard of Gordie, we're going to find out a whole bunch about Gordie and why he's such a special resident here in St. Thomas. Stick around for a little bit. We've got a great event coming up as well with Gordie. Gordie, thanks very much for joining me here at the park this morning.
You're welcome.
So, Gordie, I understand that you like to be in the water. You like to swim, and you're pretty fast.
I am fast, yes.
Tell me, first of all, tell me a little bit about yourself. How old are you, Gordie?
I am 24 years old, and I also live in St. Thomas.
Happen to live in St. Thomas, so you're St. Thomas proud.
Yes, I am.
Good stuff. So how old were you when you decided that swimming was going to be the sport that you enjoyed?
I started around 10, 11. I played ice hockey before, and then all of a sudden I got into the pool, and I started liking swimming, so I decided to go on a little earlier than usual. So, yeah.
Were you fast right off the bat? Was there something different about the way you felt in the pool versus playing hockey?
I was technically good at both sports, but I had to choose more in the future, so I chose swimming. When I first started swimming, I was definitely wasn't at the pace where I was now, but obviously year by year I had to train harder and harder, and then, but yeah, it's like I said, it's like I started off a little slow, and every year I got faster and faster, and then where I am now.
And now where you are now, we can see on the table where you're at now, but let's keep it back a little bit. Recently you were in Nova Scotia, in Antigonish. There's so many different ways to say it.
Yeah.
And that was at the Special Olympic Nationals.
It was, yes.
How'd you do there, Gordie?
I won 6 gold and 4 individual races and 2 relays.
6 gold. Let's back up there. 6 gold, which we have here in front of us. The table's almost leaning a little bit with that. And then what were the other ones?
There's 4. So 6 gold, 4 individual races, and then 2 relays. 2
relays. Okay. So the teammates out there, are those fellows that you train with all the time?
Maybe half a year or so.
So that's tough, eh? You don't really get to spend that much time together training.
Yeah.
What is a typical training session for Gordie Michie like?
Mostly put in 2-hour practices, sometimes twice a day. And then besides swimming, I'll go to Crazy Joe's gym and do my fitness there, which is dry land. I'll do like an hour and a half, hour and 15, just mostly focus on cardio and do a little bit of weights and do some mobility and some core and kind of focus on more on the cardio part.
Awesome. And diet, I guess, would be a big part of it too.
Yeah, diet. I mean, when it comes to like athletes and everything, you really gotta watch your diet because it will actually help your performance a lot. Because in previous times I've done it and it's really helped me a lot in the past.
Awesome. So when you were, a lot of people may know that you went to the Paralympic Games as well. That was in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Yes, it was.
That was a big deal.
It was.
Tell us a little bit about that. That's going against the best in the world.
Well, going to Rio, first of all, was kind of like, I was definitely 100% nervous, maybe 150% nervous, just because it's a whole different atmosphere. You're facing the whole road, like the whole road of Earth, and just to compete in front of 65,000 people was just, well, besides being nervous, it was really amazing swimming for that many people because, like I said, when you sort of events, it only comes 4 years or something or every year, so it doesn't come at a big chance. So, but just being there and the environment and just cheer my teammates on and just competing and overall the whole kind of like environment was terrific overall.
Amazing. And so I know that we actually have had a competition in the pool between the two of us.
Yes.
Things didn't go very well for me. Gordie basically lapped me in the pool. Even though I had a Speedo on, I thought I would be much faster, but I was not. So now when you go to these types of games, Gordie, what kind of paraphernalia do they give you? Do you get your Speedo? I notice you've got a Team Canada watch on there. What kind of things do you get when you go to these things?
Usually when you make a team, they will send you like a bunch of stuff kind of like a week or 2 weeks before you head out. So like they'll send you a new Speedo bathing suit, cap, goggles, jacket, sweatpants, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if you make Team Ontario or like Team Canada, they'll send you that stuff to wear down there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, that kind of stuff, that's nice to get that, but you don't get that when you go to all your meets. So there's obviously costs associated with your travel. Are you able to accept sponsorships and donations, Gordie?
Yes, I am.
Are you? What's the best way to get in touch with you if people out there are seeing what a special guy you are and they want to help you out a little bit? How can they do that?
Mostly through Facebook. I use Facebook a lot, so people always contact me on Facebook. So it's really good. It's a good website to go through. I talk to like lots and lots of people through Facebook. So And I've noticed people who I don't know add me on Facebook and they want to be friends with me, and I don't mind because anyone on Facebook's my friend, right? So
Yeah.
and I consider friends for friends, right? So yeah.
Good stuff. And even if you're not Gordie's friend, still happy to make a new friend and
Oh, yeah.
do that. Another thing we should mention right now while we're talking about sponsorships and donations and the kind-heartedness of our community, on September 8th, which is a Saturday at Boston Pizza here in St. Thomas, there's a special event between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. And you've got some friends named Chico and Dylan, Chico Sanchez and Dylan Mars,
Yeah.
from the Dealer's Choice Duo in Niagara Falls.
Yes.
They're coming all the way down here to St. Thomas to play for a few hours and try to raise some funds for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you a musician?
No.
No, me neither. So we'll just sit on the patio and watch them then.
Oh,
How's
yeah.
that sound? So that's Saturday, September 8th, coming up at Boston Pizza here on Talbot Street in St. Thomas. You'll be there. Do you want to wear Speedos that day? Do you think that'd be a good idea, or
No,
maybe
you kind of
maybe not in a
noise.
food establishment? People may not want to see that.
Yeah.
No. All right, I'll leave it in the drawer then for right now.
Oh, jeez.
Now, Gordie, what do you do when you're not training, when you're not watching your diet, when you're not in the pool? What do you do for a living?
Besides training and everything, I work at Sea Pool part-time. It's a pool place, so I do like maintenance stuff there, like washing floors, cleaning windows, kind of like janitor stuff, and I also make this stuff too in the factory part. And kind of like, besides training, like that part-time job I do through the day, it just clears my mind out from just training. And if you're going to a session, you kind of reboot your mind in a way.
Yeah, and I think it's totally appropriate that you work at a pool place,
Yeah.
right? Do you ever just jump in the pool in the showroom and do some laps around there? Or do
No.
they frown on that?
Not, unfortunately not.
He wants to keep his job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So now we're talking world class. You're a world class swimmer from St. Thomas, Ontario.
Yeah.
Do you ever wake up in the morning and just go, "How did this happen?"
Sometimes I do. Like sometimes I wake up and saying, "Wow, days have really gone fast," and it seemed like yesterday or just last weekend, but it's actually 2 weeks later. And I'm just like, I'm always saying all the time, like usually when I get to a competition, I'm always in focus mode and kind of like just enjoying it. But it seems like after every time I come home, I want to go back again and kind of relive the moment. So apparently, like when I was with the group, we're all making jokes during dinner time saying, well, we should go to Hawaii after, and we should go back to Nova Scotia and redo the whole games again. So that way we get another chance to earn way more medals than usual. So.
Well, you could swim to Hawaii, I'm guessing. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about swimming across Lake Erie or Lake Ontario? Does that interest you, or you like more of the fast?
More of the fast-paced swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
like racing, competition. It's always been my dream of facing, people from around the road, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty simple stuff for me. So.
Now, is there any hope of making the Canadian world swimming team, Paralympic team?
Like I said, every year I have to do well and beat my times, and hopefully I do make the team for Tokyo.
For Tokyo.
That's a goal anyway for Paralympics.
Wow. And then what's coming up in March? There's something in India as well.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Is that the Worlds?
That's the 2019 Special Mid Road Summer Games.
Summer Games, okay. And hopefully maybe that you get the call from Team Canada for that as well too. Awesome. Okay, Gordie, just for the kids out there that might be watching this, some of the St. Thomas young swimmers that are up and coming, what kind of advice would Gordie Michie, world-class swimmer, give to these kids that are coming from St. Thomas?
Well, to my opinion, I give all the young kids, don't give up hope because, you're sort of a good speed, and when you get older, you get stronger, you get faster, and you'll get somewhere because if you keep working hard, you'll get somewhere because when I started as a kid, I never knew where I would be. And then so many years later, in the future, I got to be in the Olympics. So never give up hope, kids, because, if you want to set a goal or a dream, you keep that dream and goal, and you just keep working hard, keep listening to your coaches, and your parents will give you support, and just do what you need to do.
You just said something really important there about parents.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk about your parents for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
What they mean to you in this journey?
My mom and dad have really supported me through the years, and they give me a lot of support as in cheering wise, and they always said do your best, and pretty much, it's just they give you lots of support and cheer you on, and they help you through your adventure of journey.
And carry your medals home when you come home. These are heavy.
They are.
There's only 3 of them.
Do you have a strong neck?
Well, I'm going to after this. I will after this. Gordie, thanks very much for coming here and joining me today.
You're welcome.
And telling St. Thomas a little bit about Gordie Michie. And why you're one heck of a swimmer. So again, Saturday, September 8th at
Yes.
Boston Pizza. Gordie and I will be there. Lots of great entertainment from Chico Sanchez and Dylan Mars from the Dealer's Choice Duo in Niagara Falls will be there. Come on out, support Gordie. You can meet his family, maybe sign some autographs. Maybe he'll even let you wear some of the medals.
I will.
You will.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gordie,
That's confirmed.
Confirmed with Gordie.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, buddy.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Sing song, make